Hi, I'm gonna read the rest of my creative writings, including my written songs from 2014. The first one is Dear Diary I Love Rum, parody of I Want Candy by Strangeless. This parody was based on Johnny Depp's movie Rum Diary. Before I watched this movie with my mom a few years ago, I wrote this parody to guess what the movie was about, and it was kind of connected to Johnny Depp's character in this movie and Jack Sparrow. Therefore, both of these characters sang the song in my imagination. The parody was almost not true for this movie because Johnny Depp's character did not write a diary about living room. The lyrics are a little different from my original lyrics. I love rum that tastes so sweet. I like to drink in an island. I love rum that makes me high. I sometimes get drunk from it. Dear diary, I love rum. Dear diary, I love rum. Drink rum in island, drink rum at nighttime. All rum is so good, all I love is to drink rum in island, drink rum at nighttime. All rum is so good, all I love is to drink rum. Next one is parody of Barbie Girl by Aqua. This parody is about introducing Jack Sparrow and Johnny Depp. I made a couple more parodies that were similar to this. This parody was made several years ago, but one part of the lyrics is changed. My imaginary Johnny Depp sang this song. I am Captain Jack of a pirate world. Life is classic. It's fantastic. You can sail with me and you can join my crew. Imagination, life is our creation. I am Johnny Depp of a real world. Life is special. It's magical. You can do anything, including singing. The world, life is God's creation. I love rum. I love sea, I could say, I love Jack. Hey, 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 I am Captain Jack, the pirate world. Life is classic, it's fantastic. You can sail with me, and you can join my crew. Imagination, life is our creation. I enjoy that of a real world. Life is special, it's magical. You can do anything, including singing. The world, life is God's creation. Next one is parody of Skip to My Lou for the movie What's in Gilbert Grape. For this parody, I took quotes from this movie and I created more lyrics to these quotes. This parody is for Gilbert's brother's birthday, and the chorus of this parody could be for everyone's birthday. My imaginary Jida as Gilbert Grape sings this song with other Gilbert Grape characters. I know a boy whose name is Oh, okay. Let me start again. I know a boy whose name is Bernie. He's about to turn 18 to have a big party. His birthday is today. Happy birthday to Arnie. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Arnie. The next parody is Why Should I Worry from Over and Company. It's a parody of Why Should I Worry from Over and Company. For this parody, I made this parody as the Jack Sparrow version of the song. It's kind of based on Pirates 2 when Jack Sparrow told Old Turner not to worry about the Kraken or J.B. Jones, because Jack had Jones' heart in his jar dirt. However, this parody lyrics are like a memory of Jack Sparrow at Price One. Few years I lived in Caribbean, then I was in Van Allen Island Street. From Tortuga to Port Royal, there's a syncopated beat. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm sea wise, I can improvise. Ooh, I'm sea smart, I got Caribbean heart. Why should I worry? Why should I care? I'm not have a shilling. I got sea fair. Why should I worry? Why should I care? It's a Caribbean nation. I got sea fair. The rhythm of the sea, they want you to get it down. Then you can know the sea, you can wear the crown. Why should I worry? Why should I care? When I have the chilling, I got sea fair. Why should I worry? Why should I care? It's a Caribbean nation, I got sea fair. Everything goes, everything fits. They love me as a tortuga, they adore me at my ship. Why should I worry? Why should I care? And even when I cross that line, I can see something. Next song is my imaginary world's version of 12 Days of Christmas. Mm. And people from my imagination world, including me, sings this song. I sing on the 12 days of Christmas, the imaginary world, 12 MJ songs. Just barrel sing 7 Jotters, 10 Paris members, Balthasar, my created enemy, sang 9 Mobstar Castles. We sang 8 Johnny Depp movies. Johnny Depp sang 7 known singers. Jack Black sang 6 rocking concerts. Brendan Fraser and Johnny Depp sang 5 hideouts. Harry Potter actors sang 4 Hogwarts houses, 3 Harry Potter friends, 2 Hogwarts masters. He sang and a magical white dragon just for me. No, Mafasar was my imaginary Johnny Depp's enemy. The name Mafasar came from a movie, Potter and the Invisibles, but the villain himself came from a movie Ghost Rider with a name Blackheart. And the next song is Frosty the Policeman, parody of Frosty the Snowman for Taiwan John Street TV show. This parody is not true for this show because there was no one named Frosty in it. This is more of a policeman version of the Frosty song. Frosty the policeman was a brave, strong man. He arrested all the people and saved the world. Oh, save the whole world. Frosty the policeman is a hero of the year. They'll say he can hear from 1,000 miles away. And Frosty gets dressed from rude guys, he will be a saint. His face will be red and he won't curse them out. Still Frosty the policeman is a friendly, nice guy. He always celebrate holidays in 21 John Street. Dummy dum dum dummy dum dum, look at Frosty go. Dummy dum dum dummy dum dum, right across the street. This is my writing of it's kind of a Maleficent movie review, the Angelina Jolie version. There's it's called Similarities and Unexpected Things from the Maleficent movie. The unexpected things from the Maleficent movie that I watched last night was Maleficent transformed her raven into a human when she rescued him from a net trap. Maleficent transformed her raven into a black wolf and a dragon instead of her being a dragon. Maleficent cares for Aurora after she put a curse on her. Imelda Staunton was in this movie. King Stefan made Maleficent into his enemy by taking her wings off. Maleficent was a good person at first. Prince Philip's kiss does not work on Aurora. When she was cursed, Maleficent's kiss does. There are some similarities from this movie from Once Upon a Time show and Frozen movie. Emma broke the curse by kissing her son when he was poisoned by the evil queen's apple. Elsa's love for Anna broke her dangerous snow magic in Frozen. Maleficent's kiss broke her sleeping curse on Aurora. Imelda Staunton used magic in this movie as a pixie, and she used magic in Harry Potter series as a witch. Other similarities from Maleficent related to Johnny Depp and my imaginary Johnny Depp. I imagine Johnny to talk to Angelina Jolie about her character and the Raven because the real Johnny knows Angelina well, and I liked her. My imagination version of Johnny Depp says, "I almost want to hurt you when you transform into a wolf." Raven smiled, "I see." He was in human form. Raven in human form smiled, "I see, but I don't like wolves." The Raven looked at Johnny, and the Raven remembered something. "You have transformed into a wolf too, right?" IJD was surprised. "Yeah, but a harmless white wolf, not my realized big bad wolf kind in his next new movie, sadly." For a note, when IJD transformed into the white wolf, I thought he was a dog or something else. Raven said, "Okay." IJD realized I told our Raven this by putting my imagination memories into Raven's head and smiled and said, "Angelina, I want to talk to you in private." Angelina, as Maleficent, said, "All right." Wolf entered a different room. IJD looked at her and said, "Have you think of me in my real life when you're Maleficent?" Angelina smiled and transformed into normal. She said, "Maybe we have things in common." IJD feels worried and said, "That's true. I noticed. Both of us can transform someone or themselves into a dragon, a wolf, and a bird. My bird transformations are a sparrow and crow because of my real life tattoos." He revealed two of his tattoos to her. Both of one of our kids were in one or more of our own movies. He said both of one of our kids were in one or more of our own movies. You said to Aurora, "Hello, BC," when you broke the curse. Similar to what Jack Sparrow said to the Kraken at Pirates 2. I also noticed that you showed different colors of magic like I did. I think your green magic made of darkness or a curse, and your little magic is for pranking people and for doing something good." Angelina smiled and said, "Yes, that's right. How about yours?" IJD reveals his 3 different colors of magic and says, blue is from my dragon of light transformation. Red comes from my past dragon, the fiery dragon, or Jack Sparrow. Black mixed with purple, but sometimes only black comes from my shadow dragon transformation. He always pranks people. He smiled and Bill breathed again and said, and my dragon of death transformation. He makes his magic disappear. Angelina said, that death dragon, Mephistar gave to you? IJD says Sally. IJD Sally said, I don't want to be his dark side or kill anyone except dangerous monsters in Mephistar. Angelina said, Black Shrek and Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time. IJD shook his head. They're okay. Only the whole evil monsters. He changed subject. What I'm saying is if we have most things in common, I'm only worried about Brad Pitt will be upset with you. Angelina said, I don't think he will be upset with me if we have things in common. You think I will broke up with him and love you instead? IJD said, part of him shows his real life. Part of IJD shows IJD's real life. Angelina said, I don't think it will happen. We have our own spouse and fiance in the real world. She hugged him, and said, I think it'll be okay, and our realized as just friends. IJD's eyes gleaming and smiled and said, yes, just friends. He kissed her forehead and hugged her back. Both let go and went their separate ways. The next song is Jack Sparrow theme parody of SpongeBob theme. This parody is another Jack Sparrow introduction. Oh, who is a pirate that sails 7 seas? Captain Jack Sparrow. Likes rum and doesn't like tea. Who likes rum and doesn't like tea? Captain Jack Sparrow. Who is a captain out of Black Pearl? Captain Jack Sparrow. Who is very good at escaping? Captain Jack Sparrow. 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 The next story is after job training conversation last Friday. And around November is 2014. Because I wrote this on December 7, 2014. And this is one that journal like writing. Now my imaginary Johnny Depp and I discussed about the job training conversation with Elena, the art staff, and Cece, the art staff. Johnny already knew what happened because he always with me. We were writing and Judah to go home. And Judah is in subway train. He said, I think frightened was not the word I was thinking for the job training. I just had a hard time to decide what to do. I was recalling what Cece asked me if I was frightened. I put a note here that at first I thought I was going to do a job training alone about Cece on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and I was scared of that. Or am I if Cece is busy? Johnny gave me an annoying look. Because you have college classes next semester. He continued pacing as a white dragon with blue eyes. Me is still me, I have tears still falling down my face and wipe my tears. Yeah, my mom advised me to tell Cece and Eliana that I'm not interested about right now because of college. After next semester, my mom and I will discuss about this. To let you guys know, the ARC Center is a socializing learning center for people with disabilities. The one that I joined. Johnny nodded and looked at me sadly and said, "You should have said to them that you only want to work indoors, not outdoors. Working outdoors, including a forest, is not safe." I said, I forgot because there were a lot of thoughts inside my head that time. I wish my mom had a meeting with them so I won't have hard time talking about this. Johnny gently squeezed my hand and transformed into his character Wade Walker, known as Crybaby, and said, "But your mom said that she doesn't have to meet them. She wants you to be strong and tell them that you're not ready yet because you have college." He smiled and said, "Plus, I always be with you. You thought you're going to be alone at the job training without Cece. Cece told you that she will be with you at the job training." Cece and I will be with you at your job training if you had time to do it. Me and Johnny hugged each other and he kissed my cheek. I had a note here. Every time we touch, me and Johnny, when we ride a vehicle, my stomach has a roller coaster feeling, and I feel upset about when I feel upset about something, it does not happen. Meaning my imagination version of China's animal transformation clause almost come out. If this happened, it nearly pierced me because he's been transformed into animals for a long time. Meaning my imagination version of Johnny Depp's animal transformation clause almost come out. If this happened, it nearly pierced me because he's been transforming into animals for a long time. And he let me go quickly to fix his claws. And one more thing I worry about in this situation is coding classes on Mondays until this class is canceled for job training. Coding classes from the ARC. The next story is another part journal creative writing. Kevin Bacon lookalike, or is it him? On December 7, 2014, yesterday I saw a man who looks exactly like Kevin Bacon when walking to my parents' diner for lunch. I froze a little when I saw him. He said to me that I should walk on the right side after I told him, "Excuse me," but there was a bulldog-related dog next to me and its owner. Note that I almost bumped into him. I thought bulldog-related dogs are dangerous, like I heard the news about pit bulls some time ago. However, I had no choice because the left side of the sidewalk is crowded. I imagine Nation Johnny already knows what happened because he's been with me as usual. During lunchtime, I imagine Johnny explained why I was on the left side to the man, and Johnny was surprised that the man looked like Kevin Bacon. Johnny looked at me and said slowly, "That's why you froze." I nodded and said, "Yeah." Johnny said, "We saw other people who looked like celebrities before. You're very good at identifying them." I said, "Yeah, but sometimes I cannot tell if they're celebrities or lookalikes." I said, "True." Later after lunch, I walked to the library and said, "I remember I saw a teacher who looked like Brendan Fraser at Lincoln High School. At Lincoln High School library." Johnny said, I was with you that time." He was recalling what the teacher said to me about autograph jokingly, and Johnny Depp has a bad breath, and I asked the teacher if he likes Johnny. I said I forgot. Johnny gently squeezed my hand and said, "It'll be okay. I know it's attractive for the best." I said, "I wish I could really meet the celebrities for the first time." Johnny smiled and said, "It is possible to meet them at the premieres, TV shows, and Bill Graham Auditorium." He summoned an image of Bill Graham. IJD summoned an image of Bill Graham Place and said, "But they will be crowded." And I realized concerts too will be crowded. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Brendan?" Brendan Fraser's appeared in line. Oh, Brendan Fraser in line form appeared. Johnny said, Remind me what you look like in the real world." Brendan and me compared the teacher who looked like Brendan and Brendan himself. The teacher who looks like Brendan had same Brendan eyes, but bald. Bald as in BALD. Brendan said, Brendan transformed into his Gimme Shelter movie character, and it was similar to his main form. I added notes that Brendan and Johnny have known each other in the real world briefly, and I didn't know that after I imagined them together. I said, "I remember. I was looking at Brendan, my ex-lover." Brendan smiled and said, "Some of the people you saw that look like celebrities are not the true celebrities." I nodded, and I was still shocked that I saw a man who looked like Kevin Bacon. Johnny was affected from my shock and said, "I think I need a drink." Me and Brendan are surprised and worried that he will be drunk. Brendan argued and said, "No, not now. Just do what your real life is doing now." Johnny hesitated and said, okay. He took out his cigarettes and said, I will do this when Nita is inside the library. Brennan and I agreed. The next song is Us in Greenville Great Louis version of What a Friend We Have in Jesus. That I wrote. Becky sang a character from Us in Greenville Great. What a friend we have in Gilbert. He is a special man. He takes care of his mother as a shiny silver knight. He feels guilty, his brother Gilbert ran away. So Gilbert and his brothers are together again. The next song is that I wrote is try this Willy Wonka version of Party World from Little Mermaid. Willy Wonka saying, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Won't you think my collection's complete? Won't you think I'm the man who has everything? Look at this troll, sweets untold. How many candies can one factory hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, he's got everything. I got great news and gobstoppers. I got everlasting gum. Remember walk-on bars? I got hundreds. A kiss, no big deal. I want more. I wanna be where the family are. I wanna see them happy. Happy right there. Where they gonna? Oh, parents. Think your kids, you don't get too far. Sports are required for having fun. Playing with it, what's that word again? There. Where would they walk? Where would they run? Where would they stay all day in their home? Wandering free. Wish I could be. I wish I could visit their world again. What would I give if I could live out my factory? What would I pay to spend a day to see my dad again? Betcha at home they understand, but they don't grow from in the sense. My young children eat healthy food, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Ask the right questions and get some answers. What's the family and what to do? What's the word care? Wasting my time when I love not to see Charlie's family out of the factory. Wish I could visit the world again. I sing the parodies, my original songs first, then I write them down. My next writing story is a past sleeping dream. It's between year 2002 to 2008. And between the year 2000 and 2008, I found the real Johnny Depp as Sweeney Todd. Well, before this dream, I dreamt that I found my ninth grade English teacher as Sweeney Todd with Helena Bonham Carter as Miss Lovett. And note that dream location was nighttime. For I found the real Johnny as Sweeney Todd. I ran away with two kids from Sweeney Todd assistant who has black and white hair similar to Sweeney Todd, but the real Sweeney Todd movie does not have this character. The location of my runaway part of my dream was a the location of my runaway part of my dream was a parking lot garage and has something else. Then Sweeney Todd was outside of an automatic sliding door. Todd mentioned and said toenails. Yeah, Todd mentioned about toenails. Todd and his assistant grabbed the two kids and put them in their car. I stood where I was and walked where Todd was. Todd looked at me and grabbed my wrist a little tight and pulled me into his car. He was about to close the door. I said, "Wait, I know it's you, Johnny." Todd loosened my hand and said, "Thank you." I woke up from a dream, but my eyes still closed. My imagination, Johnny woke up too, and he looked at me and said, "You're brave," and he smiled. Note that my imaginary Johnny let me take care of myself in most of my dreams about the real Johnny and his movie characters. My next story is kind of a journal writing. It's for my future, fulfilling my wishes. After I get enough money from my job, I will visit the juvenile court to see my sixth grade homeroom teacher face to face again, if it is possible to see him face to face. The court is near the Laguna Honda with some court is near the Laguna Honda. With some help from the internet, I will see my favorite actor Johnny Depp. My imagination Johnny that will temporarily disappear from my life. When that happens, I will ask the real Johnny some questions and he will answer them. This will be the first time I meet a celebrity I know well. Later, I will go to Korea to visit my cousin's parents' apartment and sleep there. Then I will visit Jeju Island and eat lunch at a Korean restaurant. My next song is Jack Sparrow's version of Hot Air Balloon song by LCD. Note that this version is about Jack and his crew's adventures in Pirates 1 through Pirates 3. Note that Liz or Lizzie is a nickname for Elizabeth, gave by Jack. And Jack sang, "I tell you a story of our adventures and my black pearl. With Will and Lizzie, I shot Barbossa in his heart. At Alberta, I escaped from Port Royal. Then my pearl and my crew, and Pirates too. I got a mark from Booster, Davy Jones, and a Kraken too. I got help from Will and Lizzie, and my black pearl crew. Alice kissed me, and send me to Angel Stalker. I sail the seas and captain of the Black Pearl. So we spent the afternoon and warmed up to go leave the past behind. Drink rum and whiskey there. I can't wait for my next sea adventure. Empire Street, some pirates have been hung from Bacon. His company, listen, will save me from Joel's soccer. He made my ship upside down to save the world. I sailed the seas and captain of the Black Pearl. So we spent the evening in the warmth to leave the past behind. Drink rum and whiskey there. I can't wait for my next sea adventure. My next writing is a list of inventions that I created from my imagination world. And these are the drawings. This is my fourth invention I created in 2014. I create new invention from my imagination. This is a darkness reliever. It's a silver object takes darkness away. This is an opener in this darkness, and this is a villain or any person. And this is the Dragon Transformation Amulet that I created in 2006. And this is the a compass that has a visual light that shows like that glows, and you can see it above if you open the compass north, south, east, west, and and you can see that it points to home. The star is home, and you can and this is a warning card coming. This compass shows all of these. This is I created this in 2007, and this is one invention I created in 2007. Skull cane. My first invention was animal transformation amulet. It looks like a bracelet with different kinds of animals. This was based on Harry Potter series. This amulet can help people transform into animals. My second invention from my imagination was Jack Sparrow's GPS compass. For me, this is easier than a compass to find something. When you open a compass, a light comes out of it, and it shows GPS in front of you, literally, just only face angle. My third invention was only for my imagination drawing that it was drawing that aging skull cane. The skull came from a cereal box, and the box has the Pirates of the Caribbean skull, and the eyes closed red several years ago when they ate cereal. I also know the drawing has some skull tattoos. For me, I don't like skulls much, but the skull toy was interesting. Some of the fans and I feel that Johnny never aged more sometimes. The school came SKULL changed colors when the real Johnny aged. He looks younger in the recent movies for Horseshoe. The eyes became red, glowing red. When he looks a little old, the eyes turn light or teal blue. If he gets more older, like 60 or 70 or more, the skull will be black and eyes will glow white. If Johnny died, the cane will be dust. If he went to heaven or hell, the skull will be normal white and red eyes. On the second week of December this year, I created the fourth invention. It was a silver object that resembled a cigarette lighter. This can take away people's darkness. The silver object is both based on Harry Potter series, Dumbledore's Illuminator, and The Last Sacrifice book by Michelle May. Yesterday before 6 a.m. The Illuminator can take out some lights. Yesterday before 6 a.m. I dreamt that my imagination joined him, asked me if he's a tramp to me without knowing what he's saying. We are both at home and someplace else, like a prairie world. In the prairie world, the dream smell was broken. Oh, what I mean about yesterday is December 15, 2014. That's when I dreamed about this one. In the prairie world, the dream spell was broken. When Johnny hid behind the crates and realized that he shouldn't say what he was saying, I was with a young girl who might be my daughter in my dream. Then I imagined Johnny since his own dreams, darkness. And he took out a silver object from his pocket to take out some of his darkness away. I was surprised that he can do this to himself. Brendan Fraser was a lion. Brendan Fraser as a lion was also surprised when I woke up from a dream. I walked to him and left my dream daughter there. The prairie clothes that I wore changed into my pajamas. I said I thought it only worked for other people and not themselves. Note that real Johnny's darkness is his anger at paparazzi and social anxiety. Johnny said I thought that too. The dream spell controlled me like last time. I still have my realized darkness. I did this because I don't want to hurt you. We hug each other and we let go. Johnny saw my dream daughter and told me that this dream was a deja vu from my dream from several years ago. I said, that's true. The other dream was that you kind of lost your temper and a baby dragon came from a small dragon egg diamond from a small dragon egg diamond from your forehead. He flinched about losing temper and said, I was controlled by the dream. We have a dream son, Alvaro. Bring your dream daughter there, or leave her here. I thought about it and said, I think I should leave her in the dream world. He knew the reason why, because my real life has two children. One child from the dream world is enough for our world. I nodded. He told me that the girl would be alone in the dream world. Johnny and I let the he changed our mind. Johnny and I let the Johnny and I let the dream girl to our imagination world. The next story is another writing about my dreams. Two dreams about getting in danger. Last Monday from 2014. I wrote this in December 24th, 2014. Last Monday in early morning, I dreamt two different kinds of dreams, and they're related to the subject of getting in dangerous situations. So I needed my imagination joined up to help me when I'm dreaming or after I woke up from a dream. The first dream was that I was learning something from my college speech teacher, but some of my classmates and I made a mistake on the class handout. For a punishment, my speech teacher sent a T-Rex at us. We ran away from it, but it caught me and my other classmate. Our hands were bitten from a T-Rex. My hand didn't feel painful. I called my imaginary Johnny in my mind. Then I woke up and I was still imagining Johnny saving me. Johnny appeared behind me and hit the T-Rex with his ball of blue light magic. Johnny healed my injured hand with blue light and pulled me up on his floating black saucer. The T-Rex came at us again while we fight the saucer. Then Johnny summoned three glowing balls of darkness, red fire, and blue light, and hit the T-Rex with them. When I woke up from a dream, we were drenched with T-Rex's blood. We went back to my imagination world to wash the blood from our bodies in the waterfall cave, one of our secret hideouts. Then we went back to sleep, and I had another dream. I dreamt that I watched a scene from a movie on TV that one Jared's character was sitting in front of an enemy in a car. Note that I did not watch this movie before, and real Johnny did not make this movie. And then, was in front of an enemy in the car, he was in danger. Suddenly, I remembered a scene after this, which was the fire hydrant or something. Spray blood on Johnny Depp, so I told Mom to change the channel. Then I watched another Johnny Depp movie, which was not his real movie on TV. Another Johnny Depp's character was in danger because the enemy and his gang pointed guns at Johnny. I called my imagination Johnny in my mind. He appeared in the movie out of thin air. When I woke up from my dream as a black hooded man, he appeared in the movie out of thin air when I woke up from a dream as a black hooded man, meaning my imagination Johnny was a black hooded man. He summoned the three glowing balls of darkness, blue light, and red fire, and said, "Hands off my real life, or the dream version of my real life." The enemy leader was surprised and said, "It can't be. Are you him?" Dragonfly, "I am," and revealed his arm tattoos to let the two dream Johnnies suck inside of him magically. Johnny let his dream magical powers disappeared and he disappeared out of thin air. Johnny appeared in my bedroom and he was tired and surprised like I was that both of us were in danger in my dreams one day. The last song I written in 2014 is Ellen Shaw version Jingle Bells. That I wrote, dashing through her show, and a one-woman show, o'er the crust she go, laughing all the way. Give away gifts, making spirits bright. What fun is to laugh and dance and sing in her show. And I show, Ellen all the way. What fun is to laugh and dance and sing in her show. And I show, Ellen all the way. What fun is to laugh and dance and sing in her show. My last story from 2014 is celebrities who have passed away in the real world celebrate Christmas in heaven. In heaven, the celebrities who had died in the real world were hanging out while God and Jesus watched them, and people in the real world. God said to Jesus, "Happy birthday, son." Jesus replied, "Thank you, Father." Michael Jackson and other singers performed some of their songs, including Heal the World and Blue Christmas, which was performed by Elvis. Robin Williams and other comedians did stand-up comedy for making other people laugh. Then God held the performances to let the celebrities thank Jesus and sang Boy in a Manger to Jesus. Then the people sang the song to him. Later, they had a feast and gave grace to God and Jesus. At the end of the day, the people opened the presents in heaven from the people who are alive in the real world. And that's all for today. And these are all my writings from 2014. And some of the writings are from a long time ago, from way before 2014.